All right, everybody, it is Paul here with my channel Value Flips. I'm a part-time reseller, so I flip items. I go to thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, looking for cheap things, and I flip them on eBay, Poshmark, sometimes Facebook Marketplace. But before we go thrifting again, I'm going to share a few sales with you guys. First up is this QB Total Body Under Desk Elliptical. I got this actually in Fargo a couple months ago. I paid $49 for it, and I ended up selling it for $150 plus shipping. Kind of heavy and big and bulky to deal with, but still some good profit in these machines. If you can get them for pretty cheap, they're good to flip. This is a cool sale. I sold this Easy Heat Warm Tiles Floor Warming Thermostat for $59.65 plus shipping. I got this at a thrift store about 3.5 months ago, and I only paid $5 for it. It was new but the box was open, so I sold it as new open box. This item is very cool. This is a GoBots command center from 1984. It is incomplete. I picked this up at a Salvation Army about a month and a half ago. I paid $6 for it, ended up selling it for $31.99 plus shipping. Not big or huge profits in this one, but I love selling these old toys from the 80s. GoBots, Transformers, He-Man toys. Very cool to find in the thrift store in 2025. All right, everybody, it is Paul, and we are out here at a thrift store. We're starting off at a Value Village, looking for items to flip online. And I see these older lighted musical bells. I thought there might have been some money in there. They were actually opened and used, and I couldn't really test them properly, so I put them back. And here I am in the appliance section, checking out the kitchen stuff. Looking for an old waffle maker or coffee maker. And I see this Bop It Tetris, which in the toy section here, a lot of toys, but if you guys see anything valuable, let me know. I do end up looking at that Bop It Tetris, and it just was too. It looked to be damaged, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But Bop It Tetris, they do sell. If you can get them cheap enough, usually at garage sales, you can get Bop Its for fairly cheap. And here I am in the sewing section, and I did find one Bucella Christmas for $5.99, a felt kit. It's sealed. This one isn't a crazy expensive one, but there's definitely some profit to be made there. So I will pick that up, especially as we head towards Christmas. I love selling the Bucella and the Dimensions sewing kits. So if you find them, definitely scoop them up if you can get them for cheap. There's a cool little container with sunglasses. Very unique. I looked it up, wasn't really worth anything. Now I'm at a Goodwill and I'm looking around here and I see this Michael Jackson Moonwalker ashtray. It is from, I believe, 1988 or 89. They wanted $10 for it though, and there is some listed, but they're not moving on eBay, so I will not pick it up. The data really doesn't support it, and I have no use for an ashtray. I don't smoke, so here's a cool item: the Anaheim Mighty Ducks jersey. This is a CCM Masca jersey. It was a kid's jersey, and it did have some damage on it. If you look at the front, they wanted $20 for it. Goodwill just doesn't leave enough room for profit. I really loved it. Fortunately, like I said, because of the damage and the price, I decided to walk away from it. Just hard to do sometimes, but you have to, right? Now I'm back at another Salvation Army, and I see a Starbucks Chicago mug. Unfortunately, I ran my finger around the rim, and that one has a chip, so not picking up that one. That's why I always use your fingers, use your eyes when you're checking out, especially glasses or statues and whatnot. And that way you can feel if there's any chips. Because a lot of the stuff that you guys will pick up, it will have chips on it, and you'll bring it home, and it'll be a big mistake, right? Trust me, I've done it before and I've learned from it. This is a cool item. This giant intergalactic game book. I only wanted $5 for it. It's from 1997, and I've sold the Disney version of this and made pretty good money. So this one seems to be a bit rare. So I'm hoping maybe $50 for it. Just a cool item, though. I love selling those type of toys. This is a party light green glass tulip tea light holder, and $3.99 is fair for it. There were some listed, especially on Poshmark. There was a few, but the solds were just not there. I hesitated for a bit on it. Kind of went hemmed and hawed about it, and decided to leave it behind. I'm at a church thrift store now, and I see for $2.75. I believe this is a Lullapalooza doll. This was a little plush, and apparently these dolls can be worth some money. I'm still learning about these dolls. Not familiar with at all with them, so I need to do more research. That one I looked up and it was not selling very well, so I put it back on the hook there. And taking a look at the plush wall here. Looking for any distinctive character that comes out, something that pops, older Disney plush, stuff like that. Didn't find anything there. I head over to the kitchen section, and I will pick up for $1 these two older Calgary Tower salt and pepper shakers. They're just cool looking. I think late 70s or early 80s would be my guess on those. There was no official date on them, but still a cool item to see. It's hoping for at least 15 on those. And on the other side of the aisle, I see these IKEA kid plate and bowl. They wanted just $1, and the other piece was 85 cents. They're Smuskig from late 90s. Yeah, there you go. 1999 is the date on there. So I think there's some money there. I could probably get $20 for them. So I decided to put that in the bag. But I found some good stuff today, and I'll show you my haul. All right, everybody, it is Paul here, and I'm back home. We'll go over the things that I got here. I got some pretty good items, some pretty profitable items, I think. Back here is a Bucella Christmas felt kit. Again, I paid $5.99 for this, which is a little expensive. I should be able to get $30 for this one plus shipping. It's from 1990. Over here for $5, I got a giant intergalactic electronic game book. This is from the late 90s, from 1997, I believe. And it's a big book that you open it and there's different board games in there. And I've sold the Disney version of this book, and I get about between $40 and $50 for it. This one is a little bit more rare, it looks like, so I'm hoping to get maybe closer to $60 for it. There's not too many of them on eBay. I believe there is one sold around $40 or $50, so that's a great pickup. Down here, we'll start here with these two IKEA pieces. I paid 85 cents for this one, $1 for this plate, and these are IKEA Smaskig. So again, I think these are from late 90s or early 2000s, and they're just a children's set from IKEA. I am hoping for $20. I'm missing the cup in the set, otherwise it would be complete. I still think there's some good money there for only paying to $1.85 for both of these. Back here are some salt and pepper shakers that I paid $1 for, 50 cents a piece. They're Calgary Tower, probably from the 80s or 70s. Just a very cool item. I'll display that. I'm hoping probably maybe $15 plus shipping for that. Here are two bangers. Again, I stress there's big money in digital cameras. And at the top of that list, if you guys don't know already, are Canon PowerShots. And not the older Canon PowerShots, the ones that are have higher megapixels and that are, leaner and more sleek than the big bulky ones. So I got two of these, and I paid at the thrift store higher. First up is this one. I paid $35 for this one. This is a Canon PowerShot SD1400 IS. So the model number's right here, and you can just look at the model number. I was able to test these in store and make sure they work. They also tested in this store and write on here whether it works or not, but I like testing it myself. I don't trust the thrift stores. And this one came with a battery and a charger. Again, $35. I'll put up comps of what this is selling for, but it's well north of $100. So there's some good money there, and I have no problem paying up if you can fully test something and you can get some good profit out of it. Don't be afraid to pay up for it. Here's another one for $20. This one's cheaper because I don't have a battery or battery charger for it. I'll put up some comps so that you guys can see how much this one is going for. But I was able to fully test this one in store. And this is a Canon PowerShot SD1100 IS and the digital ELPH. Those are the good ones you want to look out for. Again, this one's well north of $100. So just amazing pickups here. Should be, I'm hoping for around $200 profit there between those two. Over here, I got a Starbucks Las Vegas mug, You Are Here collection. I paid $5 for that, which is kind of paying up a bit, but these are easy to list for me. I enjoy selling these mugs too. I'm probably going to try and get between $15 and $20 for this. Back here is a very cool find. First time I ever find these. I've been looking for these for a while, a couple of years now. These are the 2013 Hallmark Disney wireless band figures, and these I paid $7 a piece, so I paid $35 all in, taxes included. These range anywhere from, I've seen comps around, I'll put some comps on the screen, but anything between 120 and actually upwards of almost $300. So I tested them. They're in great condition. They work fine. They make noise and they move. They're animatronic. Very, very cool find. I am probably going to put these up for an auction in my area. These are pretty rare, so I will put them up for auction and probably start the auction at $150 and see what happens. I'd love to keep them till Christmas, but because I think they're really cool. Just amazing animatronic toys, and who doesn't love Disney, right? So some great finds here, guys. I want to thank you for coming along with me. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. I really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.